Here's what I believe. As I sought the Lord about this, I believe there's a calling on your life that may be unique. That this may be an Asian American moment in world missions. I'm thinking Philippines, I'm thinking Korea, I'm thinking Singapore and Hong Kong and Malaysia and Indonesia. I wish I were thinking Japan. May God do a mighty work in Japan. May God rock Japan like He has done Korea. Strange, is it not? 100 years of Christianity in Korea, and look what God has wrought. In Japan, oh, how our hearts should ache for God to move across Asia. And here you are. God has a plan, and my longing for this message for all of you, Asian and every other kind of American in this room, my longing is that hundreds of you will go to the nations. Hundreds. I'm not talking a dozen. I'm talking hundreds of you will go. You know, we have a saying in our church, there are only 3 kinds of Christian in relation to missions. Number 1, goers. Number 2, passionate senders. And number 3, disobedient. So nobody is left out here if you have any passion for Christ at all. Namely, you'll either be a goer to the unreached peoples, or you'll be a passionate rope holder and sender, or you'll settle into the American way of disobedience and prosper your head off. And I'm longing that the effect of resolved is that out of this conference on Edwards would come missionaries like out of Edwards came Brainerd. Read the journal of David Brainerd, edited by Jonathan Edwards. Many people have been driven to the nations by that book. Probably the most influential thing Edwards did. So my heart is that we don't just figure out this motivation piece in our heads, but that it land on you, perhaps on the Asians among you, with this is the moment in world history, perhaps, when the decisive breakthroughs in the world will be granted to the goers with a face different from mine. My face is hated much around the world. Your Asian face is hated less around the world. I say it carefully because Jesus said, you will be hated by Panta Ta Ethne. You know, we like to talk about the Panta Ta Ethne as the ones we're supposed to reach. That's all the nations. Well, it's very interesting that Jesus used that phrase both, therefore go and make disciples of Panta Ta Ethne, and you will be hated by Panta Ta Ethne. So I don't mean Asian faces won't be hated. I just mean God in His unusual providence. In the Muslim world, for example, my Western face is satanic. Yours is not yet as satanic. There may be a window of time. I don't know. It may be that the black face will finish the job from Africa. It may be that the Hispanic face from Brazil and Argentina will finish the job. We will all be involved. There are no mistakes in God's ethnic work. And therefore, I just looked out on you last night and I thought, God, what are you doing? What are you doing in our country and around the world?